Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting chapter of A Tale of D20 Presents Mask a New Generation Tarot, where four friends journey together to tell a story of mythic proportion. So, without further ado, let's remove the bookmark and continue our epic tale. Cue the intro. It's good to see you once again, my young Arcana. A new day brings new challenges, new potentials to be hit. Previously, the veil was torn. Shadows crept in through the cracks, and three young heroes lit the way. Diamond, Rip, and Hex, the minor arcana. They faced the moon herself and returned with truth, power, and scars. Now, winter has come to Metroton, a city cloaked in light, but haunted by what lingers in the dark. Our heroes have been blessed by the High Priestess herself inside of the Arcano Star and met other peers who have the power of the tarot within them. They made new friends, sort of. One particularly who seemed to have clung to our young Bryce. But we know that our story begins not on the battlefield, but in the classroom, because even chosen guardians of fate still have to pass algebra. But something is stirring beneath the frost. An eclipse is coming, and a new enemy is going to reveal themselves. And now with it, a new set of cards are drawn. So before we begin, we ask the deck, the tarot, to guide us and bless our journey and see where we have been, where we are, and where we possibly will be. I will now draw the cards. I will ask Lula May, Marie, please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh. And so, we shall do our drawing.
Four of Pentacles, holding on to power, holding on to secrets, and holding on to control. Next, we have the Chariot reverse. Upright meaning confidence. I know where I'm going, but reverse feels stalled. Wheel spinning in place. And finally, the Knight of Swords reversed. This is big. Act first, think later energy. With all of these combined, you were holding tight to something that you once had. You were feeling stuck or pulled apart on where to go next. And your future hinges on how you handle that frustration. With your past giving you that, if I just grip tighter, nothing can be taken from me. That defensiveness, that need for protection. Your present As reflected from your past here, the reverse chariot, you're feeling stuck, pulled, or off balance. Maybe it's not you who's steering. Maybe you don't know who's really steering. Those questions flood your mind. Emotionally, there's a sense of, should I be doing more? Should I be moving faster? In every direction feels wrong. In your future, as reflected upon the chariot from your present, if nothing changes from the frustration that the chariot can turn into, rushing to fights, harsh words, ultimatums, or cutting people down, charging after a target that you have no idea, as you're presently spinning wheels from the chariot.
We'll start off with you, Samara. What's going on with Samara right now since that time after leaving the Arcano Star, knowing that it is the Four of Pentacles?
For Samara, I believe she would be thinking that the Four of Pentacles upright would mean she has something that she has to prove, but at the same time, she's very insecure about it. She knows that she's not making progress against the moon, hence why she's so close to marking another doomed. So, on the track. So I think that's why she feels like she needs to try and conserve her energy because she doesn't know when the next attack could be. So she's coming from a place of lacking instead of being secure. So I think that's where she's been dealing with in the past. I think she's been just really one-track minded, trying to do anything in her power to make sure she can stay one step ahead of her mother.
Interesting. And what about Bryce, Travis? What does the Four of Pentacles, that feeling of possessiveness, insecurity, frugality, mean for him in the past?
So Bryce has been hit with a few profound concepts by his friends Lulame and Samara recently, and he's very used to getting his way in the upper echelon, so he's now beginning to think about that and how it's not as easy for other people, or how my family's conservation and financial security is an injustice in the world, and being possessive, being stingy with, even opportunities has affected him. And so he's reflecting on that. And I would say it's making him generally insecure because he's trying to grow, but he's nervous and used to a certain way of things and has expectations of him. So he's sort of treading the feeling of like, can I grow or am I a lost cause?
And Marie, what does that mean for Lula May as what she's experienced up to this point?
I think for Lula May, she comes from a family that has everything, and yet when you have everything, you have so much to lose, and you hold on so tight to that. And I think that's the role models that I've had in my life, and I never really saw anything wrong with it, but I want to give to the world. I want to make the world better. And how can you do that if you hold so tight to all of your resources and don't share them with the world? So I think right now I'm wanting so badly to share what I have. My talents, my gifts, my resources, whatever I can do. But the one thing that I'm feeling very possessive of are my new friends. I don't want anyone to take them, especially Hex. Sammy, my best friend, came very close. I came very close to losing her. And I'm feeling a little bit of fear and possessiveness around that.
Okay. Now we know your past. This with the Four of Pentacles, and it sounds very much so that you're dealing with the trials and tribulations of holding on to what you have, but knowing that it could be fleeting, it can be lost. How do you use that? But now we will go to your presence, your present. That is with the reverse Chariot. Normally, the reverse Chariot, as I said before, is all about that success and ambition and pushing you to your limits and overcoming them. But now, as the cards reveal, you all are in a sense of a lack of drive. You're pushing too hard. It's to get to your goal, and you're hitting road bumps along the way and potholes, and it's careening you off course. You're pushing hard, but is it too much? I'll start off with you, Travis. Right now, how's Bryce feeling as being represented by the Chariot?
For Bryce, this is more of facing an obstacle you don't know how to overcome and being a invisible force that's sort of not allowing the group to move forward or him to move forward. I think it also represents the more mundane aspects of our lives where, you know, we had a good homecoming, we had a good school life, but is our jobs, is our friends, is our families, like something's got to give. So I feel like that's sort of where this falls to him now, and it feels like maybe he's pushing too hard at becoming a superhero and lacking in other places.
Interesting. And how about you, Samara? LM, what does this reverse Chariot mean for her?
I think Samara feels that she has a lack of direction. She knows what she needs to do, but it's almost like analysis by paralysis. She doesn't know exactly which direction to go. So with that lack of direction, she's also feeling a lot of self-doubt. She wants to make sure that she doesn't neglect the life that she'd be losing if she were to succumb to the moon. So because of that, I think there's a lot of scattered energy. She's trying to juggle 10 different things at once, and it's only a matter of time before something drops, and then the others will follow shortly thereafter. Also, one last thing, I'm sorry. It's a lot to try and manage friendships and also be a superhero. She's trying to be a good friend to Bryce and Lula May, but she doesn't know exactly when the other shoe's going to drop and when that will all turn on her. Because for a long time, she's only had Lula May. So she's also unsure of how to navigate these new waters with Bryce. So there's a lot of that as well.
Oh. And what about you, Marie? What does the Chariot reverse mean for Lula May and how she currently is with roadblocks and things standing in her way?
Lula May has been sort of frozen, not knowing what to do about a revelation that Hex brought to the group about her father. She never really knew how to process it, and even after the big blow up, I think, Hex or Sammy and Lula May took time after the events of Homecoming, and they talked and came to a sort of resolution, worked things out together, and Lula May apologized profusely for blowing up on her friend who has never lied to her ever. But at the same time, she really couldn't face that truth. What does that revelation mean? Why was her father in a dark vision in a lab doing some kind of experiment for the Vanguard? She hasn't asked her father about this. She's kept it close to the vest, but she's been paying attention. Right now, it feels like a loss of control. It feels like she's up against something she can't possibly face. And she's faced monsters and all kinds of things, but this is Daddy. He would never hurt anyone, right? So there's a lot of confusion and a lot of feeling like she doesn't know where to start.
Very troubling indeed. And then, of course, we end with the future, with the reverse Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords reversed. Ooh, it's a very telling card, where this is all about being irrational. This is about dominating, being power hungry, pushing into places that you possibly shouldn't go, instead of being grounded, leading, instead of just pushing forward, being selfish, if you will. I feel that your future ahead of you will push your emotional boundaries to its limits and really test yourselves as young adults as you come into the power that you have. Do you use the power given to you justly and safely with your wit, or do you possibly overcommit, overjudge, and overestimate your own capabilities? That was the theme that it seems to have been going with the cards have been teaching us, even from when we first did the reading at the beginning of this core. Very telling indeed. But in just a few short words, what do you think this means for your characters as we go through the rest of this core? I'll start with you, Samara.
I believe it can mean one of two things: moment of truth or new doomed being mocked.
Ooh, how about you, Marie?
I think there's going to be a coming to Jesus moment, if you will. I think there's going to be a big revelation. I'm already dealing with the questioning of my father and all of that. There may be more mysteries that will be revealed. More troubling, even.
And how about for you, Travis? What do you think about Bryce and the Knight of Swords reverse?
I think that there's going to be some infighting since we're the new kids on the block, the new kids on the Arcana. So I'm going to say, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. But someone's going to start something, and we are going to needlessly escalate that situation to prove ourselves. Because we are young bucks, but we are, we may be new, but we know how to fight.
We won't start it, but we will end it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you better believe we'll finish it.
I love that. Ooh, I'm very excited. And I have a great idea on what this means for your future. That's going to stir up some drama. And we'll find out as we dive right in. So, without further ado, we will thank the cards for their blessings.
Thank you,
and their guidance.
cards.
Thank you.
And we will now dive into the fiction. discover what the future holds for our intrepid heroes. Snow clings lightly to the modern metal and glass curves of Metroton High, making the school look like something conjured from a dream. A crystalline temple of tomorrow kissed by frost. Hover transports buzz overhead, weaving between spires draped in soft light shaped like constellations, and arcana symbols blinking in slow, pulsing rhythms. Inside, the air is warm and buzzing with buzzing with pre-holiday energy. Hallways are lined with digital posters for the winter formal Harvest Moon redo. After the unfortunate events from the previous homecoming event, snowflake decorations flicker between real and holographic, and enchanted mistletoe that plays music when students walk underneath it. Prank, so to speak, by the drama club. Students trudge in, boots wet with slush, scarves tight around their necks, breath steaming in the air. And our heroes, Bryce, Lula May, and Samara, enter in, colder, wiser, and carrying the weight of things unsaid. As you have about an hour of free time at this point in the school day, you all meet up in the study hall to talk, converse, and discuss your next steps. What do we find you all doing together as you're alone in a room full of books? There's a fire crackling from a hearth inside of the study hall as you have booked it for yourselves. And I will hand it over to you all. What happens next?
I would love to use a playbook move.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to use this opportunity right here, right now, to use the mask. Once per session, you can affirm either your heroic or secret identity to switch your mundane with your mask's label, because we also have to roll our secret identity.
Ah, yes.
So I'm going to swap out my savior +3 for my mundane +1 to have mundane +3 and savior +1.
Please do so.
And you mentioned we're at school, right?
Yep.
Better late than never. I think Samara, with her new hairstyle that she gave herself, thanks to her one of her abilities, body transmutation, she liked the idea of what she saw from the transformation, so she kept a part of it. She doesn't need all that hair anymore, but although now it's wintertime. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and just make that shift now. So, it's not a shift. It's just all together.
Yeah.
And +1.
And thanks for reminding. Why don't we go ahead and make those rolls to see how our extracurricular activities, if you will, are doing in our lives?
Are conditions also cleared after time passing?
So technically, we're still keeping them because it was not much time. This is right after you've gotten your Arcana speech.
Got you. Awesome sauce.
I think this will also affect how I roleplay too, so that's why I kind of want to see these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a good roll for you.
I got a 9.
Okay, a 9 for Diamond. Rip with an 8.
Still part of
And
the
Hex
success.
with a 14.
Off the charts.
Much better. You guys are handling your shit a lot better than last core.
We got an inspirational speech from the Chariot, the High Priestess, the Emperor, Strength, Steel Heart, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to say something, Sammy, or I could start a conversation.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I didn't know how to adjudicate that success. You want to tackle that in the fiction?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say let's tackle it in the fiction now that we have our sex. You could describe what's been happening, kind of like a I forgot that literary term, like yeah, not quite montage, but yeah, like you're just kind of explaining it in
Exposition.
Yeah, there you go. Look at you.
Okay, I'll say thanks, Sammy, for letting me make up a shift at La Vedette. I owed them a few hours, and I'm thankful I could sort of take some hours off your hand.
Of course. I've been meaning to get some extra hours in and making sure that the student government budget is on point. Want to make sure the winter formal looks and is up to par. Again, congratulations on getting Homecoming King.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't know if they're doing another one this time. I really haven't been paying much attention to my popularity. I really have been making sure that the team is strong and ready for the winter skirmishes and putting my focus there. You know, I feel like that's a little bit behind me now, but thanks. I appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, if anything, at the very least, you know that Lula May and I would vote for you if they do have another court. It seems they're always looking for an excuse to have these type of
popularity contests.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I appreciate it. I'd vote for you too. Oh, Lula May, good to see you.
Hey, Lula May.
Oh, hi. Well, don't you both look so dapper and beautiful today?
Oh,
What are we
thanks.
talking about?
Just work. I was picking up an extra shift with Sammy later on this week. I had to get in a few extra hours, and they were able to squeeze me in. So, just sort of nailing that down.
I've already finalized the budget for student government's winter formal, so at least that's out of my hair.
Well, aren't you both just soaring to the moon and back? Sorry. Wait. No, I didn't mean that. So anyway, yeah, I've been sort of struggling with this whole, I'm seeing all these posters and I don't know if I would get revoted. Things have been a little tough trying to juggle all the responsibilities. I've been focusing on schoolwork. I have. And that's important. That it'll get me into a good college and cheerleading, of course, that could be a route to a full scholarship to wherever I want, not just wherever my parents want to send me, right? So,
What's the problem
But-
then?
well, some of the girls are still sort of not happy with me. I haven't been making quite as much time. And, my mama had already said that I need to stop spending so much time hanging out with my friends. I need to focus on schoolwork. So I have been doing that.
Of course.
And, and of course, there's always the other things that we're doing as well. Sort of taking up some time.
It's always too much. Like, it's getting ridiculous. But like Sammy said, I'd vote for you for Winter Court if you get renominated.
Thank you,
Same.
Bryce. I'd vote for you, of course.
Well, I'd love to be your king if you're my queen. That'd make things easy.
Well, you'll always be a king to me. Even if we don't wear the crown, you wear one in my heart, in my eyes.
Oh, Lula May, you're so... And he'll lean in to give you a hug.
I give you a too tight hug and kind of accidentally crack your back a little bit. Ooh. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I had one sort of stiff from practice warm-ups this morning. So what's going on? Have we heard anything from any gestures to the stars?
I don't think I have. Hex? No. I'm sorry, Sammy? Sorry. Where are we? Oh.
Semi had checked the halls. It looked pretty barren. So even if you happen to slip and say hex, she would be like, nothing, no word, nothing said there.
I mean, it seemed like. Now, question above table. Tell me how to do that. Every time. Would Hex have shared the whole elemental awareness vision she had? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know a great battle is coming.
Yeah.
And we have all the tools, but we need to sharpen our tools. Right? Okay. Well, I think it's important, even if we aren't hearing anything, keep practicing and keep our skill sharp. That's going to be important, right? We can't let them divide us or manipulate us into dropping those responsibilities, right?
Correct.
We're a team.
Yeah, always.
Well, I'll feel confident with you at my back. Or my side, or my front. Anyway.
Have either of you heard from Nexus recently? Has he was like blinking out. Like, is he good now? Like, I feel like he was kind of not, he was sick, right? Is he better? Sammy, you like love him. What do you think? He doesn't really like me. Well, he doesn't like Lula May the most.
Excuse me. First of all, he seemed to be just fine with us once we got to the Arcana Star. He was too busy fanboying over all the majors, so
I guess he was coming back to life when we made it there. You're right.
Sorry, Sammy.
It's all right. I just think that Nixus has a really high level of expectation of us. And hopefully now that we are Arcana, minor or otherwise, we can meet those expectations.
Yeah, still doesn't sit right with me.
I think we're okay.
Right.
Oh, well, class is about to start. I can't be late. So we can maybe catch up after school?
Yeah, sounds good.
We can have lunch together.
I think I have a meeting during lunch period, but second I'm free, definitely.
Can I could bring you lunch if you want in your meeting so you don't have to wait too long.
Oh, that's so sweet. Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Anytime.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay. You all make your way out, leaving the study hall, going to your own individual periods. The day goes on with no issues. As you take your notes, pass through class, continue, and because of your amazing role, Samara, your advantage that you get because of keeping up with everything that you're doing is that anytime you need to, from now until the next core, escape, get out, make yourself have that. Every time you try to do your duties between being an Arcana, a superhero, and the student council, you've always been conflicted. Now that you're up in everything, people trust you more. People have been following your lead. And you know who's been taking a seat back? Jennifer. She's very upset that you have kind of risen amongst the ranks, if you will, and you have all the advantages or anything fictionally appropriate to sway your mundane life to the way you want it to be. The rest of you as well, except for the ones that you're lacking in. Bryce, you said you were just lacking in your popularity. So it seems that your Justin, the second command of the football team, your co-captain, if you will, has been kind of undermining you. Kind of been trying to get to first string and push you down, which especially, and been questioning that miraculous football throw that won the homecoming game. He's suspicious. And Lula May, you as well. Where were you saying that you was the one application you were lacking again?
Popularity as well.
Oh. But Jennifer didn't really get up in the student council. She sure is trying to work her way up the proverbial totem
Pyramid.
pole. Yeah, pyramid. That's what I was gonna say. Proverbial pyramid to get to that top. And she is starting to sway. People with your struggling between you and what's happening in your family and your terror duties, the one thing that's been lacking is your popularity. And people are starting to think that you're forgetting about them again. And Jennifer is a shoulder to cry on, if you will. And she is more than willing to do that.
Terrible. Been so focused on cheerleading, and she's still finding a way to undermine me outside of the cheer team.
She's trying to get you. You've been up and
Have
you've
Justin and Jessica started dating?
Jennifer. Oh,
Jennifer.
Maybe. Oh my gosh, is that going to be our competition for Winter Court?
Yes, I think so.
Ooh, maybe.
I bet it will be. That sounds very Jennifer.
That
very
sounds
Jennifer.
very Jennifer.
I think the fiction will say that we do know that there are rumors going around that Jennifer and Justin, J squared, have been.
Ew. I hate that for them.
Immediately, Lula May starts trying to brainstorm with Bryce. We need like a relationship name, like one of those names, because they have J squared, and that's crazy. I mean, it's gross, but I still think we need one that'll be a little bit more catchy.
All right, let's work on it because they suck.
That's right. I mean, I wouldn't ever talk bad about one of my teammates, but I certainly can't have her talking bad about me either. Not at all. Moving on. Cut the scene.
So, as you're all within your class, somewhere towards the midday throughout your school session, the power suddenly goes off. The students start chattering and speaking amongst themselves as one of the teachers quickly make an announcement. Settle down, class. Settle down. I'm sure there's an explanation. Looking out the window, you all see that many of the lights in the City of Lights, Metro 10, starts to go out one by one. But the school turns back on moments after. A backup generator initiates. There's a TV in every classroom as if for emergency bulletin as it turns on. Suddenly, there is a face, which looks like more like a television screen, like a person wearing a television as a head. Their body is just garbed in a suit that looks like it's full of wires and circuitry. As their voice becomes modulated and flickers every so often. Greetings, citizens of Metro 10. I am your one, your only medium Meister. You think that you're all safe, but you all love your technology so much that when it turns on you, you'll all be useless. I want what I am owed. You sullied my name in the past, Metro 10, but no longer. I have returned as the Media Meister, and I control all of your waves, your radio waves, your TV waves, your information waves, and unless I get $1 billion, I'm sorry, 1 billion Bitcoin deposited into my account by the end of the day, then I will turn off all electricity and all power to the entire city, crashing your power grid. You have 4 hours. Good luck.
What are the teachers saying in the room?
The teachers are currently they're on the phone, and they're like, settle down, class, and they're talking to possibly the principal and other people who are in the room, in the
Sarah's
school.
texting the group. Did you guys see this? We need to go.
The text, yeah. Okay.
We can do this when we're texting, talking. Yeah. Oh my God, that was crazy. Blown up head face.
And then
Mind
I'm going to
blown.
write
Mind.
radio silence, meet in the quad.
Coming.
This emoji
Yeah.
going.
And then I'm going to turn off my phone
Same.
and take out the battery.
I don't think I can do that with my phone.
Oh, that's right. I probably don't. I probably have a
You can turn it off though. It's off.
branded
Yeah.
phone that's not a
Have it
fruit
off.
on it. And then I'll turn that off, and I'll just go to the quad. I'll excuse myself from class and say I'm feeling sick or something.
Full advantage of my advantage. Flip it out.
The teacher for you goes, Lula May,
Yeah.
we're in a state of emergency right now. Can you please just stay in your seat? Stay in, and like she turns and goes, no, I said, and give me a moment, but she seems
Great.
to not want you to go.
Right when she says a state of emergency, I assure you this is also an emergency. And I leave.
Lula May,
And sorry, lady problems. And I just run out.
Right side, you get out.
I am going to go into my phone settings and go to like the volume for the ringer and then turn it on loud and then fake be like, yeah, Dad. All right, council member. Yes, I'm coming. And then say things like awkwardly and hope that there's enough chaos and just pretend like my dad called me to leave. And then I'm going to just walk out. And if they, sort of like Lula May did, but if they do, I'll use that as a cover.
You share this class with Justin, who looks on over at you and says, oh, Bryce, running away again? Where are you going,
I'd like to
dude?
provoke him. I'd like to provoke him right now. I would like to say, yeah, I got to take care of some business. My dad's like a council member, and like, did you not see the message? Like, important people got to meet, and like, I'm the next, supposedly in line to like help take care of the city. So like, I gotta go, and I got time for losers like you. You'll always be second in command, so step off. And I'd like to like provoke him to try and get him to overreact. Oh, this ain't good.
Yes. Oh, that's superior.
Oh, yes, I'll take a partial.
A 9. Not bad. So choose one.
I would say they err and you gain a critical opportunity. I want him to like blow up and then make a huge scene and have all of the people in the room pay attention to him, and then I'm gonna use that to escape, and no one's gonna like believe him if he like tries to turn the attention back to me.
Okay.
So
So,
like, I want to like lean in and be like, "You're always going to be a loser. You're always going to be second string, and that's why you couldn't have caught that ball unless I helped you."
he flips his desk over and says, "Excuse me, Bryce?
What are you doing, bro? Come on, this is an emergency. I'm going to back up.
Everyone looks over at him, and they go, and you see Jennifer, who's just going to say also in this class. Actually, no, I want Jennifer to be in Lula May's class, just to see that she left. So, and everyone looks and says, "Dude, what are you doing?" And the teacher goes, "Justin, sit down now. This is an emergency." But wait, and you can easily slip out. But he notices you. But he notices you and he goes, "Got some animosity growing here." But
What have you done?
And I'm going to run down the hallway and make my way towards the quad.
And he's like, "I know there's something up with you, Bryce Oberon, and I'll figure it out." As the manga page turns, Samara, you can easily get out. They trust you. The teacher's like, "Yeah, but if you need Miss Cavani."
It's too easy. It's too easy. I feel almost guilty, but I would mark if I already have it marked. But I'm just like, are you okay? Let's kind of get up. And I just start walking out. And I look back one more time, turn around, and just leave. Start running. I'm like, okay. Thank you.
As you easily slip out, the trust of the teachers are in your hand, and you all meet up at your decided location.
All right. As soon as we all met up, I think in Lula May's locker, she kind of always stashes either her superhero costume or she has it in her bag. But I just grab my things on the way to the quad. All right. Well, we need to deal with this immediately, right?
Yes.
How
There's
can
no
we
way.
contact Nixus? Nixus, you listen?
I can try.
We got to get out of here first. First things first, we have to. Why do you think he announced it? Do you think it was everywhere in the school or city or just the school?
I think he meant the entire city. Hence the urgency.
Right. I turned off my phone.
Same. I was gonna roll
good
to unleash
idea.
my powers to extend my senses to try and get in contact with Nixus to come here.
Sure, you certainly can. Go ahead and roll with freak.
What is
y'all
it?
fuck my freak label up. I
Sorry.
think my freak is bad.
Sorry.
No more letting
Look,
that
I
freak
rolled-
flag fly.
I rolled a 9 with -1 superior. You can do it. You can do it.
I've got faith. I've got my team here.
Ooh.
Marking
Ooh.
potential.
There's no way for us to help you in this. This is wild.
That's a 2. I think remember, scattered energy.
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, Nixus, can you hear us? Nixus. That's all.
You reach out in Nixus and you spread your mind out, and then all of a sudden you all also hear kind of like a piercing screeching sound in your head, like feedback, that really makes you cringe and gives you a starking headache. As you release that, Samar, in that moment, you hear a and appearing there in a splatter of Stardew in front of you, flat and like just completely 4 legs just spread apart, splooting on the ground in the most uncomfortable position, is Nixus with his antlers all like up and almost disheveled. Ow! 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 Can you, Samara? You kind of need to learn how to control your abilities a little bit more. You really broke into the veil with that one, and
Sorry.
it's It's fine. And he obviously seems kind of his mood has been
Downward.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. What is it? What is it?
There's this media Meister, some kind of villain who has just given the city 4 hours to give him 1 billion Bitcoin. I guess he hasn't gotten the memo that that's worth kind of nothing. But that's what he said. Or he's gonna shut down the entire grid. We gotta go.
He shakes himself up. I don't see why that's our problem. This is a mundane a villain. The city has its own heroes. You are charged with fighting against the Kishin and the Umbral Council. Your abilities are on a scale that vast overpowers anything that a meteor Meister. I mean, what kind of name is that? So I think you should get back to your training and look out for any Kishin.
I would like to do something. I think, oh man, am I gonna? Yeah, you know
Real
what?
super
I
quick.
would. Yeah,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
love. On that miss, should I have marked a condition or taken a powerful emotional blow, or just?
Oh no, yeah, I'm not doing a DM for that one.
Awesome.
That's
Appreciate you.
affecting is what it's affecting is Nyx's response now.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
It's okay. It's great. I love it. You know what? I think I would just like to roll mundane and pierce the mask. What is this guy's problem?
Oh, don't let it get back to me, please. Don't let me be the problem.
I rolled 9.
Ooh.
Okay. So ask one of those
Partial.
questions.
Okay. How can I gain influence over you?
You know, the best way to gain influence over Nyxis is proving yourselves as Arcana. He respects the Arcana. That's where he was born from, and he only cares about the Arcana. So to get influence over him, it's like show him your ability to inhabit what that is to be an Arcana.
Great. Then I will look at him. You may not care about this place. You may call it mundane. You were born from the Arcana. Well, we were born here. It matters. It's a home. And I will stand, as I said, as the Knight of Wands, I will stand to protect those who cannot protect themselves. So you can have your opinions, but I will do this with or without your help. And with that, I will start getting ready. I'm going. And start leaving.
Right behind you.
I will say to Nyxis, dude, what if they're like being controlled by Kishin and this Mr. Mark, what is his name? Mr.
Meister.
Mr. Mark?
Mr.
Marky Mark?
Marky Mark Meister.
The Media Meister.
The Media Meister. If this Media Meister, what if he's like being empowered by Kishin or like control them? Like, you're so not thinking good enough, my dude. Like, be a better mentor. And I will like drop that bomb and then like go to like rip my costume on me, and I'd like to charge up my burn and follow behind my peeps.
Okay, how does that look?
Okay, so I have okay, perfect. So I'm going to be angry, insecure, and guilty. And I'm gonna say, you need to be Nyxis, you need to be a better mentor. I'm so disgusted with you right now, and it makes me feel sick to be an Arcana, knowing that you don't care about the people in the way that you should. Like, I understand like being better than people. Wait, no, that doesn't come out right. But like having greater responsibility, and like that means caring more about people. And like you definitely fucked up, dude. And like you see like the anger, you see the like upsetness, you see the guilt, you see like he's insecure, like lashing out at his supposed mentor. These like feelings sort of wash over him, and he just sort of like like it's so uncouth, like I could fucking spit right now. And I like almost like turn to and look at him and just look at his face and just say, we're gone. And I'm gonna like just like rip the space in front of me, and those sort of like rippling effect of like poking through cellophane stretches over Bryce, and out pops the other side is like the cat suit, black and gold and silver, with the mask and the pauldrons and gauntlets of Rip.
Okay. Nexus kind of looks at you all as you're getting ready to leave, and you can see there's a sense of self-doubt or of shame. As Lula May, you can, and I would say all three of you can mark that you have influence, over Nexus as he
Give me.
goes. I'm fine. You're right. You're right. Then go. Investigate. I'll look into the Veil. I'll look into the Nether and see if there's anything afoot with the Umbral Council. Just be careful. He jumps up, curls into a ball as he flips and pops into stars.
Also, that was my 5th potential, so
Let's go.
I'm gonna uncheck all of those and now see what I might take now.
Lula May does immediately, like hearing Nixus's response and seeing Bryce, like I'm ripping this portal to go there. Lula May just looks to Bryce and just smiles, like really thankful. No words, just the look is thank you for backing me up. And also got him.
You see that Bryce, he has too many emotions to go on. He just sort of like acknowledges you, but like he doesn't smile. He doesn't like, because he wasn't happy that he had to do that. It just was like this poured out of him. But like there's that like nod of like, I know.
If Bryce were to look in Hex's direction, I think she'd have the opposite reaction of Lula May. While Lula May is looking like with a bit of a smirk, kind of happy, a little smug that maybe Nixus got some just desserts, I think Hex is looking at Bryce with a look of concern, because she understands what it means to respect people and to then let all that disappointment out forward. And she's wondering, are you okay? That look like projecting. And she just gives him a look of like, when you need to talk, I'm here. And that's all.
You see he sort of like looks like too focused to like on following Lula May and Diamond.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, as you all prepare and put on your costumes and transform to your superhero forms, what is the plan? You're in school, so you say you're ripping open a portal, Bryce. Where are you going? What is the plan here?
I was sort of like ripping my costume onto me. I wasn't exactly ripping a portal because we don't know where to go yet. So once we like leave the premise, I would like to say, Hex, I believe in you, and I think that you can find him. Let me help you. Let me help you find him. And I'd like to boost Hex.
And
I'm going to...
and then just to add on to it, Diamond is just going to say, if he's a meeting master, he probably has to have some kind of central power source. maybe downtown
Of course.
to try to help also.
And now I'm gonna charge up, and
I
I
love
could
it.
totally use that boost if needed. Thank you, Mela.
Or I actually meant to say overcharge, so that way when you unleash your
Oh.
powers, you automatically get a 10+.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Overcharge is for you, my love, not for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't overcharge to you.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
then maybe I'll boost you. Okay, so I'll say like I can boost you when you. I'm implying that I want you to do your elemental awareness to try and find him.
Of course. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. I'm gonna get there, but first let me charge up to get my elemental
Oh, I
awareness.
love that. Oh
I
my
thought I
gosh.
could. I thought I could
Diamond
overcharge
can't
you.
actually. I can't mechanically do that to you, but I am there for you, and you know that like I'm standing by to try to give a little support if you need
course.
it. So,
Wait, is that what I think it is?
I mean,
Is that a 6?
That is
Yeah.
a 6.
That is a 6.
You gave me the boost. That's a
But-
7, though. Did you boost? Are you boosting me or no?
I was gonna boost your elemental awareness, but like I can help you charge up
Well,
if you need to.
If you boost me, this will be able to help me get my elemental awareness.
Okay, I'll do that then.
okay.
Awesome.
I
'Cause-
will you see sort of Bryce in the past episodes you said that he normally like uses his hands, but in this moment you see he's sort of stomping his feet and the ground is sort of rippling, and this rippling effect sort of like is sort of, you know, a la anime style. Everything sort of like fades black around, and then it sort of focuses on like spotlights on Sammy, and these ripples ripple under a hex, and you could see sort of like a magic circle tetragram sort of like form under her as she's channeling, and the energy is able to absorb within her. And I'll give her that +1.
Thank you. I will mark. I think I'm feeling a little afraid. And that's just the one for me to on a 7 to 9 at the market
Mhm.
condition to get my 3 burn. And I am going to go ahead and use elemental awareness as I mark. Actually, I'm not going to mark afraid first. I'm going to mark angry, and then I'll mark afraid to use elemental awareness. As I have to mark condition to open my mind up to the things around me. And here we go. So I think that as they're both like giving me suggestions and helping me like with that ripple around me or around Hex, I think she starts like, she puts her hands on her fingertips on her temples, and then she tries to really like see what's going on. And these are different visions than her dark visions. In these visions, she's almost like telepathically trying to see what's going on. So all of this is in her head. She's not physically being transported and seeing it as if it was a dark vision. This is a lot more controlled. But what does she see? The question around me is, where the hell is Meister? I'm sorry, the Medium Meister. Where is the Medium Meister? That's the one resounding question. What do we see in Hex's head when she asked that?
Alrighty, so your vision pops in and it's hazy at first, but begins to solidify, like there's like clouds around the edges of your peripheral. But what you see first is a short, probably 20-year-old gentleman standing about like 5'6". He wears a yellow tight suit with an electrical bolt going from the bottom of his neck to his waist, and there's a utility belt around his waist. He has a mask on that's in the shape of a lightning bolt around his eyes, covering like the top half of his face, and his hair is straight up and jagged across, almost like a Pikachu tail, but is a lightning bolt on top. And you see him with these white gloves as he's shooting electricity from his hand at what looks to be several different large jumbotron screens. So you get a sense that this is kind of like in downtown, in the like the media district, like where the what is another word for it? Kind of like the entertainment district. There are people who are scattered and running around, and you see the Media Meister jumping in and out of the jumbotron, laughing. Well, what do you think you're gonna do? Shock bite? You looks like you bit off more than you can chew. You see him go, stand still, and face me like a man. And you recognize Shockbite, who is a normal superhero who is trying to help and is not doing well, but you know exactly where he is.
Downtown. Entertainment District. The hero
All
Shockbite.
right.
He's there. He needs our assistance as soon as possible.
All right, let's go.
And instead of me sort of ripping a portal, I'm going to say, think of it instead of making a doorway, thinking of it more like pulling yourself and use your sigils as an anchor. And above the table, think of like old school like warlocks from World of Warcraft. They could summon their teammates to a location. So I'm picturing Sammy like sends her sigils to a location and then like pulls us to it. So that's how I'm flavoring my Unleash My Powers this time. So I'm
Nice.
comboing with Sammy to sort of visualize the anchor of where we need to be and like create that portal to like pull us to the scene.
That's dope.
Love it. And you are pulled into the scene, entering directly in as you just see electricity sparking up. There, the three of you see Shockbite fighting over as Media Meister just hopping over from media source to media source. As Media Meister sees that you appear and looks over, goes, well, looks like we have some special guests to arrive. Looks like the minor arcana themselves have revealed. Everyone give a round of applause as you see everyone who was running, all the pedestrians kind of stop in their tracks, looking up almost zombified as they all have cell phones and other machines in their hand, looking over to you and go, yeah, it's the minor arcana, yeah, finally, real heroes, finally. As Shockbite goes, he's turning them against us. Do something. Well, I guess that's my cue to go. I'll leave you two to fight against my minions. And he snaps his fingers and... Hold on, let me get their names. I have it right here. He snaps his fingers as 3 electrical sparks come from the monitors, landing on the ground in front of you. There, they look like almost skeletal figures, but they're garbed in electricity and circuitry. One, he goes hashtag, and it looks like a multiple kind of illusionary skeletal figure appears. Go live, and there you see a large tanky skeleton carrying a massive selfie stick, looking at themselves and all that, and like electricity sparking from them as blasts start coming out, destroying the scenery. In edit, and then another third appear. Like a precise electrical strikes right in the middle of them. It's a very kind of thin but very elegant looking electrical pattern of electricity going across the skeletal body, and the circuits going up and down the legs. Toodaloo, I have more chaos to ensue. Tick tock, and he disappears.
Damn it. Diamond is pissed. You see Diamond like leaping out of the kind of like the portal, already starting to charge, and seeing him disappear just looks so mad. But what I would like to do, if this is possible, I don't know if I actually can do this. Well, he's leaving. What I wanted to do was maybe unleash my powers and basically like land and punch the ground. But as I do, what I would like to happen is basically with the force almost send like a shockwave that maybe acts like an EMP and disrupts some of the electricity, but I don't know if it will happen.
Creating a shockwave. Okay.
Kind of like just with the sheer force of it, if this will work.
Yeah, go ahead and unleash your powers for that one.
Okay.
Roll with freak.
11!
Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so you do it. You go ahead and punch the ground, sending out a shockwave. You see all of the electricity that they were absorbing from the monitors and screens of this downtown entertainment area all shattered. The screen stopping their continuing influx of energy as the three skeletal media beings are going over you with anger. They don't speak. But they do move around in strange mechanical motions and giggle and laugh as they are focused, with Shockbite looking at you and says, good work. We gotta stop them, and we have to find the Media Meister. And we're gonna hop into a battle as you face against these three. So we have some questions to ask. First one is, who is the leader as we hop into this? Remember, you have one team in the pool.
It felt like Lula May was trying to lead this fight, the way she was jumping out with that huge blast to the ground.
I'll take it.
I agree.
Nice,
She did
nice.
kind of get fired up by Nixus. Like, no, we're going.
Truly.
We are going.
Lovely. Okay. So then, now that we all know that Lula May is the leader, does she have influence over everyone on the team?
Yes.
All right. So we've added 2 team in the pool to start off with. The ones we have 3. That adds another one. So that's going to take us to 4. Do we all have the same purpose in this fight?
I assume so?
It feels like it.
It feels like we do.
Mm-hmm. Would agree. Okay. Does anyone mistrust anybody?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'll have to get you guys there soon. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, trust my team. Okay, we've gone through some mistrust. It could happen again.
Mhm.
I mean, technically, Shockbite is on the team while he's here to help us to add team, right?
You know what? I would say Shockbite is on a team. I was struggling with that, but you know what? I'm going to have Shockbite join your team for this one.
Cool.
He's a hero. I still trust him.
I do too.
Mhm.
I think especially because Lula May is like not happy with the way that Nixus has been treating the regular heroes. So I think she
Biggest
trusts
chip on your shoulder.
so big. I think she trusts the regular heroes who are just trying to become Arcana.
All right. And I don't think you are ill-prepared or off-balance. You were prepared. You came in there winning and willing and ready. So, by my count, that is 2, 3, 4 team that's currently in your pool.
Ooh,
So,
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
So, why don't we get this started? They stand there, each with their own. You have we have hashtag that just has all these illusionary effects, almost like an ethereal effect around them. We have Go Live, who's carrying out a massive selfie stick that's shooting blast, and then we have Edit, who seems to arm is more like a blade and slice and cut through space itself. What do you guys do? As Shockbite will follow your lead.
Are there any people currently in danger?
They all seem to be entranced almost, and they seem to be. You hear them go, "Boo! Get out of there, Shockbite! The Arcana will do the job for you. You're just gonna get in the way." And they have televisions. They have like maybe laptop, palm, whatever. They have mobile devices that are all glowing, and you can tell that they are under the influence of the Media Meister.
Okay, I would like to. I would like to. I don't know if this is stupid or not. Okay, I would like to unleash my powers and use my last burn for right now to activate my newly acquired worship flare. And so it says, when you put out a tremendous display of your might, spend 1 burn to awe your audience into silence, respect, or attention when you unleash your powers. So I would like to, I'll say, clearly the attention is what's feeding them and giving them power. I'm going to try and take it away. And I'll sort of say that and I'll say follow up if you can. And I'd like to like run out into where the selfie stick dude is. Not edit.
Go live.
Go live. And try and make a spectacle. But let me roll to see see how successful this is. Oh yes. That's an 11.
Ooh.
So as I unleash my powers, you see Rip sort of run up, and he's sort of like wiggling his feet and sort of stepping onto air to like get up about 10 feet and sort of standing on Shinigami style in the air. And you see him just sort of like grab what seems to be like space-time and sort of like wrap it around him, and then sort of like a robe appears and it starts spinning and starts shouting, say like, "These losers! They're no one to give your attention to. It's the heroes, the Arcana, and those around. And give it up for Shockbite. Give it up for Shockbite, who kept you all safe until we arrived." And I would like to sort of use this power to sort of like push people back as they like ooh and focus their like attention and now love to Shockbite and away from the enemies.
Okay. They start to look, almost many of them snap out of that stupor, and they're like,
Take pictures of him!
Okay, you listen to Rip. Okay. They start snapping pictures. The Shopbite goes, yeah, we gotta pay attention to the villains afoot. And they get kind of they are out of harm's way as people are starting to wake up from the stupor, ripped from it, if you will.
I'm hoping that he sees that I'm using him to like draw attention of these people, to like maybe like corral them away, so that way we can more directly engage with these enemies vigorously in another area. So hopefully he's like, yeah, everyone follow me, and like runs over and then doubles back to re-engage. So that way like the crowd is away and he can get a few action shots. That was my attempt.
Shockbite goes, good job, Rip. I'll make sure the people are safe. Take them down. I'll be back.
And
she shoots electricity.
I throw the cape that I manifested around him, and sort of Doctor Strange, it goes around his back and acts like a green screen for him to get great pictures.
The theme of this episode is social media. And
it's a natural filter.
Yeah.
He looks brilliant as everyone's like, oh. And they run. He runs over, and everyone's like, yeah, and they start snapping pictures. And he shows up in some of the working jumbotrons, focusing and giving him the spotlight as people are starting to get away. Now you have completely removed the aspect of collateral damage to the pedestrians here.
Thank you.
But he hasn't returned yet. I'll let you all, before he comes back, what do the rest of you do?
Is there a threat worthy of is there a threat that's worthy of directly engaging right now?
Oh yes, there's hashtag edit and go live who are blasting up the place.
Okay. I think we're gonna see Hex look over to Diamond, and I'm not sure if in the fiction they've had time to coordinate like combos, so to speak, but I'd like to think that between Diamond's strength and endurance, that Sammy is able to utilize her body transmutation to, like, if we jump at one at a time, like one big punch, another punch, you know what I mean? Like, I think she's gonna look to Diamond's like the good old 1-2.
Please and thank you.
Of course. And we're gonna see as as Hex starts taking a step back, we see that there's little glyphs around her arm that start to cause it to enlarge, almost like as if it's like a larger person's arm, as she's leaning back, and she's gonna put all her force behind it to knock one of them right towards Lulame in her direction to combo.
Yeah.
I did take Afraid, so this is gonna be one with -2. Wish me luck.
Woo, good luck.
Oh, that's still a hit, baby.
Still a hit.
Still a hit. So pick one. You're gonna trade blows though.
I will most certainly trade blows. Heck yeah. I think by the virtue of it, by the way I just described that attack, I'm definitely creating an opportunity for an ally as I take a blow.
Okay, so you go ahead. You create this opportunity. It's 1-2 a diamond. Go live. Jumps back, leaving themselves completely vulnerable with in their like, electrical skeletal form. But points the selfie stick at you as a electrical beam shoots out, striking you. Please roll to take a powerful blow. Okay.
Would I
Enough.
be able to give you one
want to.
team?
No, you don't want it to go up. Any higher
Sorry,
would be even worse.
Down is better. Okay. I was reading the rules too slowly.
No problem. What would you choose?
I want to be dramatic. Can I be dramatic?
Please.
I will struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions, and I cannot. I can only mark 1. I am taken out.
Please describe how that looks.
I'm not sure if if Hex has been hit with like this much voltage of electricity before. So I think that when her punch connects, she thinks that it's done and she's clear. So we see that the runes, the sigils, start to like de-glow and her arm goes back to normal. And that's when I think she gets shocked. And a little comically, we might see the outline of her skeleton. But what's not so comical is when she falls to the ground in like, not a smoking heap, but like she falls to the ground and yeah, there's definitely a faint smell of like burning hair. Like she got messed up. But I think that Sammy, again, has never dealt with him like this before. So when she falls down, I think she depowers. I think she's back in her civilian form. She has no consciousness, so how can she maintain this? So she falls down. She's unconscious. Her transformation hair is gone. All she can maintain is what she changed her body right before, and that was with this hair. She doesn't have long black hair anymore. But yeah, she's down for the rest of the scene.
How do you react to that diamond? An opportunity is created to you, but you see that she had went down.
I think seeing this happen makes Diamond so angry. Seeing her friend drop, I think I'm going to mark angry.
Okay.
And I was just going to engage a threat, but this changes things. Would you allow me to go into my minor arcana form, unleash my powers? My goal here is going to be to use my sort of protective, like, night energy to keep Sammy safe, to keep Hex kind of like, I almost want to put her into like a protective bubble and just whiplash back at the go live that knocked her out.
Okay, so you can certainly transform, and it sounds like you are.
And is there I'm willing to be dramatic and do unleash the arcana if that's.
I would say that's, yeah, I was like, what arcana move would you do? And I would say,
I feel like that's what it would
be. Surroundings. Yeah. All right, go ahead and transform and roll and unleash the arcana.
Great. So I have thick and thin-skinned, which is +1 ongoing to unleash my powers when I have angry marked.
Ooh.
So will I get a +1 on this? Because it's not unleash your powers, it's unleash Arcana, but we're doing
Yeah.
a little play testing, so
Yeah,
okay.
I'll count towards that, yeah.
So let's go. And we're adding choose all no. Add 1 to this. There's no prompt for it, but I think it's add 1. So a 9.
Okay.
And honestly, do I want to get real spicy?
I think
Do
you should.
Do I want to use some teen? Wait, what is spend it selfishly?
Can I just help you? As
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
there.
You're there. You can help and add a team. Yeah.
I see her going into Arcana form because I see Sammy or Hex fall, and I'm like expecting her to like put her elbow up to like get up, and she's not. And like in that moment, it's just white hot rage, and you see like shing 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 10 swords just appear out of nowhere. They manifest around me and like cut this like cut me into like cut the space around me, and you see I transform into my Arcana form, and just like me pulling and surging that energy is enough to for Diamond to like pull that into herself too, because I think of Diamond sort of like a like dense, like a black hole, so she siphons some of that energy I've pulled to like activate her own Arcana and get that +1.
Okay, so we're at a 10 with that.
Okay, so we have to draw from the veil, but it is a success. On a success, your power surges. You accomplish more than you expect. So you get +1 forward, or you can clear a condition, or you can mark 1 potential.
And forward is on the next roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think in this case, I'm going to take the +1 forward. I think that Diamond wants to protect her friend and protect these people, and does not want to leave that up to chance.
But with great power comes great risk, as we will draw.
Indeed.
So let's see. As we go to our tarot,
we have the Ace of Cups reverse, a minor arcana reverse. Unfortunately, this means your powers become unruly, and though you succeed in protecting Hex, you are faced with taking a powerful blow from the enemy. So please, as we see the dove falling out of the cup, you will fall out of your power. Roll a take a powerful blow. See what comes of Diamond.
9.
So you could choose one. You can lash out verbally, give ground, meaning they'll like pounce on you, or you could struggle past the pain and mark 2 more conditions.
I think, this is the right thing for me. I'm struggling past the pain. I'm going to mark 2 conditions. So I will mark guilty, because I'm feeling guilty about not being there to protect her. She shouldn't have been vulnerable, and I didn't protect her fast enough. And I'm gonna say she's kind of my hope, so I think hopeless.
Okay. And your Arcana form, so Sammy's been protected, has with this bubble around her, and that took all of your might or all of your focus. Your Arcana powers have now shut off, and you are unable to attain your Arcana form again until the scene is over. But Sammy is still successful, and she is safe, covered in the Arcana energy that you've pushed around her. you also mentioned you wanted to directly engage a threat. Do you still want to, or do you want Rip to do something? What happens next?
I'll leave that up to you if you think that that's something possible. If there was an opportunity for me to sort of like whack them with the staff and kind of knock one of them out, even just to take them out of the scene, basically, like I want to neutralize as much as possible. If that's possible. Otherwise, I'm okay with just protecting her. Because I know she had created an opportunity for me, but I don't know if
it's still an opportunity that was created. You can still go ahead and engage the threat. Now we'll see how it is in the fiction if it's.
Yeah.
You said you like turned on your knight's aura, so like I picture
Yeah.
like the aura is now like enveloping the space, and you can see that Sammy's protected, and you have a moment to like engage while they're like figuring out what the fuck that is.
I'll attempt it. Let's do it. All right. So I didn't do the. I'm gonna use that +1 forward. Right.
Okay.
An 8.
All right. So you trade blows. Which one would you like to pick?
I would like to. I think, because I'm gonna still hit them, I think I am in this case gonna take. Do I want to resist the blow? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what I'm gonna do in this case. It'll be the
safe, my
first
love.
time that this is the first time that Diamond has ever done actual effort to resist blows.
This is true.
She does not want to drop. She cannot drop.
Happens.
Yeah.
Don't drop, can't drop.
No, this is definitely, it's like I have to stay standing or my friends will fall. I can't.
Already fell.
All right.
Yeah.
And how are you engaging? So your Arcana form would have dropped. So it wouldn't be like, because your form only has the staff. So you would be.
Yeah, I think the staff, I go to swing it and as it dissipates, almost like evaporating into like a diamond glitter that goes back into the ether, and I can't reach for that. I'm still in motion, and I just with one fist just punch Go Live as hard as I can.
Nice. Go Live gets hit and is unable to hit back. Flying back and strikes one of the jumbotrons, getting the two like poofing into just electrons, but swirling back into the wires that are like the electrical grid, disappearing, leaving only 2 remaining.
I would like to now charge up, and you see Bryce sort of like smack his hands on like the ether and try and pull some of that energy towards him. And I will roll with 3. No.
I will say that as you are trying to charge up and you can feel yourself unable to reach it, there's a shot of electricity that hits you in the back that begins, and as Shock Bite goes, hang on there, we still have a lot of work to do, giving you a +1 to that.
Oh,
thank goodness.
I was gonna say, I was like, I have a point with you, I think, but Shockwave didn't, and I like that better.
Okay, so I will take I'll take Afraid instead of Hopeless, and take 3 burn with that partial success instead of 2.
Okay. But he did use a team to do so. But
okay, that's fine. And then now that I have some team, I would like to directly engage a threat and use my Reality Storm. And I will see Edit, who's he wasn't the one with the laser gun. What was his weapon?
Kind of
like swords or
swords
whatever.
in the sword arms.
And I'm going to look at him and I'm gonna say something witty. Travis, can't think of something witty, but Bryce also can't think of anything witty. And he's gonna say, "Slicing, get out of here." Literally. No, that's
my
stupid.
God.
That's so stupid. Bloopers.
Thank goodness
I see.
Hex is passed out and can't see. Brick
Jesus
flubbering right now.
Christo.
Right?
Right, yeah.
Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, exactly. No, you see him sort of seeing the anger, the upsettedness, the like worry roll past his face, and you see him look down towards these other villains, and he'll say, it's time for you to go, and I will use my reality storm. And this is a move you've all seen before. It's the dimension rip, and I'm trying to like literally rip this demon in half, rip this monstrosity into pieces. And I will roll with my reality storm, which lets me directly engage a threat and roll with freak instead of danger, which is so fantastic.
Good luck.
An 8.
8. Alrighty. So you is the partial success, so you trade blows.
I will.
But are you spending an additional burn to stop the
collateral
unwanted
damage?
collateral damage?
Yeah. Good question.
That's the real question.
No, I got the people out of the way.
Yeah,
I
the
got the
people are.
people-
Yes,
I got
you
the
did save
people
the
up.
people.
I saved the people, so we can blow up some of these jumbotrons.
Let's go.
Yeah, so it is a calculated risk, and you can see that this is a move that Rip doesn't use lightly, because it literally like cracks people in half, or cracks all objects, whether it is organic, immaterial, anything. And you can see him sort of scan the horizon and just make sure that none of his friends are in the way. And he looks and he goes, "Dimension rip!" And you just see like as his hand cut, you just see like a jagged cut through space, and it like cracks anything, the cars, the trees, this being in half. And I will take their life.
I take from them their life.
I will take from them their life. I will let I will let it sort of get a shot off at me and take that blow, but I will take its life.
You see it running up to you, like almost like Terminator style, as you go and it jumps up in the air to slice and edit you in half. And as it does, it gets ripped into pieces, but not before able to continue to do the slash. Please roll taking a power blow.
All right.
Please roll snake eyes. You want to roll super low.
You guys been rolling high.
Right. Oh, I would like to use my Arcana's edge, and draw from the veil in this moment.
Okay.
Can I?
You went into your Arcana form.
I am in my Arcana
Oh,
mode.
okay.
I said it before. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Alrighty.
I need it, otherwise I'm effed.
So you want to do Arcana's edge and add or subtract from this. All right.
Subtract quite a few large numbers.
Good luck.
I'll shuffle it well. Let me know when to stop.
Ooh, let's say keep going. Now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Oh no, the Knight of Pentacles upright. When normally you would prefer to have this to add 10 to your roll, we needed to subtract. This means that you have overly exceeded and will be taking a massively powerful blow. Like the Knight of Pentacles, holding the sword and fate in hand, you are slashed through and damaged with a great wound.
I see him coming to attack me in this last hit after I know I'm gonna like chop him and kill him, and I feel like I'm calling my Arcana swords to come and block me, and they're just too ethereal in the moment to fully defend me. And I would like to choose the you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, and have the GM choose what happens as I try and pull the swords to defend and block, and maybe overexert my Arcana aspect.
Okay. You are slashed and hit. Your Arcana is obliterated as the swords themselves shatter, and you just see you turn back into your normal form, and then there is like that shield that protects you is no more. It shatters, and you can see blood starting to drip from your chest as you are wounded, like badly wounded, falling down. This may affect like your mundane life with your ability. You'll see how that affects you as you go on, but you have taken a heavy wound from this. Though there is one left, and you're not out of the scene, but you're basically at that stage where you're just about to pass out as well, leaving just Diamond and Shockbite to deal with the other two. As Shockbite goes, "Man, are you okay?"
I'm fine. And I'll cough up a little blood.
So there's 2 baddies
One
still,
left.
right?
One baddie left.
hashtag? Just
Yes.
hashtag?
Mhm.
Great. God, Diamond is angry. She looks to Shockbite and says, "This is your time to help and to shine. This is your moment. Let's show them what you can do." And what I would like to do is help. Basically, I want to spotlight Shockbite a little. So I would like to is it defend or is it engage a threat? Right now I'm wanting to keep Shockbite safe so that he has a moment, but it's not really defend.
I would say
You want to maybe figure out what he's doing and then I'll just help?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shockbite will go ahead and say, he'll go ahead and start to charge his fists in anger as they start to illuminate. And he goes to twist his arm like in a circle, creating a electrical sphere in front of him. As he punches it, a blast of electricity shoots out as he goes, "It's time for shock and revelation. Your doom." Thunderstrike as it hits, as you see hashtag trying to run away. So you can kind of assist by either unleashing your powers or directly engaging a threat to kind of create that opportunity
Okay.
to stop the creature from getting away.
Yeah, I think I would just like to engage a threat. Yeah, I'm just running in. So he's creating an opportunity, or I am.
You would
So
be
I
for him.
understand.
Kind of
Got
you
it.
be because you want him to have the spotlight and get the finishing blow. So
Yes, yeah.
he's firing the finishing blow, and you're trying to make sure it hits.
Incredible. All right, I'm gonna attempt it. Let's roll, please. +1 ongoing? What was that for? That was for something else. Uh-oh.
Mark potential.
Can I-
Oh. Go ahead.
Because I guess... hold on. Every time I'm like, can I use team selfishly? Because I don't know what the cost is. If you act selfishly...
Gotta see how you ignore or insult one of your teammates. You get to shit your labels as
Ooh.
well.
I don't know if I want to ignore my teammate.
I can have. Oh, go ahead. No.
It would look like just ignoring the fact that Rip might need your help now more than ever.
Yeah.
That he lost access to his Arcana. Or if
Yeah.
your bubble around me is fluctuating, and you
Flickering.
just want to keep fighting, one of those two can ignore one of us.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, you can release your bubble that was kind of
Yeah.
protecting Sammy,
Yeah.
and now Sammy's is back to trying to survive.
Yeah, no chance that I do that.
So instead,
There's no world.
we could say that as you go over, Shockbright looks, and with his other hand, goes and like has an electric lasso around you that grabs onto your arm and whips you towards the creature, allowing you to just hit it and hold it still for the electrical blast. As I'm assuming you're choosing create an opportunity.
Amazing. Yes, I would like to create an opportunity. And as I do, and as I'm like wrapped around with this like electrical lasso and my fist is landing on the guy, I'm just like, you are hashtag canceled.
As the electricity strikes down and hits you, I'm not going to make you take a powerful blow from this, but you will say, for the fiction's sake, you're hit by the electricity as well as you're holding on to it. And as you try your best to stay. To stave the pain, the hashtag looks over at you, smiles awkwardly for a moment before turning into bursts of electricity, dissipating, and flowing it back into wherever ether it came from.
All right.
And the threat has been neutralized.
Great. Diamond looks to Shockwave real quickly and says, "Thanks for the assist. I gotta tend to my friends. I know we gotta find him, but this is important." And I'm just gonna run to Rip and Hex.
Would we know above board? We probably have talked about this as a team. Where to go in medical emergencies? Like, we wouldn't go to the regular hospital. Like, where as a team
Like,
would we have decided to
can we
go?
get to the sanctuary or no without Hex?
Well, I don't know. Well, you need Sammy and Hex is currently out of it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
No, I've been there before, so I could get us there.
But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have exactly 2 burned left. So
we also might be able to go to the Arcana Star because Nixus already knows and said he was going to check into.
You can also call for Nixus. That usually is your
yeah.
kind of like go to.
He was okay. Let me ask above board. Would you guys prefer to go to the Arcana Sphere or there? Because I will port us there to move to the next scene. Would you rather go to your sanctuary? Because don't you have like a tools there that we could use?
I'm trying to remember the
do,
sanctuary
actually.
abilities. It does have something like that.
My sanctuary has.
My sanctuary.
Exactly what I was thinking.
It's a mess. My sanctuary has a library of valuable tomes. It has a power enhancement system, and it's got a containment system. So a power enhancement system
Could maybe.
I mean, it's not healing equipment. I'm just gonna
No.
be flat out. I understand that. At the same time, when I do come back, I get to clear one condition, and also we could use my sanctuary to try and find out where the medium Meister is by utilizing my my sanctuary.
Yeah.
I think also since we were all nasty, not nasty, that's not the right word. Since Nixus was a jerk to us about that, I feel like the sanctuary is where we'd
It
go.
went both ways.
It feels right. It went both ways.
It feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Okay. As Diamond is saying to what's his name, take the spotlight, like I gotta tend to my friends. You could see sort of Rip was sort of like hobbling over to like Sammy, and you can see he's sort of like poking holes in the ground. And when Diamond comes, you can just like fall, like the ground underneath your feet sort of falls, and it's like as if you stepped into like a piece of plastic, and we're gonna rip us right to the space. Like once you get into proximity, and we'll like drop into like the like library of the sanctuary.
All right. And as you all appear in the sanctuary, as Shockbite goes, what, huh? And you just disappear, leaving him there. You apparate into Samara's time of her place of sanctuary.